This golden elixir has been cherished for centuries. Apple cider vinegar, or ACV for short, has been a game changer in my health and wellness routine. In this episode, we will debunk some myths and separate fact from fiction when it comes to apple cider vinegar ACV. Hi, Wellness Warriors! I'm Funkside, your dedicated guide and companion towards a healthier, more vibrant you. I'm so happy to have you on this transformative journey with me, where I've been sharing actionable tips and insightful wisdom that has been enriching your life and making it more wholesome. Apple cider vinegar is one of those items that should always be in your kitchen, in your home, because they're just great for everything. I use them so much, I started making mine. As you can see, this is all the way at the bottom already. I still use the store-bought, but there's a little trick to that I'll show you guys in the video. Let's get right on number 5 to learn about the weight and blood sugar management of apple cider vinegar. Number 5. The weight and blood sugar management benefit of apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar can promote a feeling of fullness, which may lead to reduced calorie intake. This can be helpful for individuals looking to control their appetite and manage their weight. Apple cider vinegar may improve the body's sensitivity to insulin, the hormone responsible for regulating blood sugar levels. Some studies suggest that apple cider vinegar might impact the body's ability to metabolize fat. It may enhance fat oxidation, contributing to weight loss. Apple cider vinegar may slow the digestion of carbohydrates, leading to a more gradual and controlled release of glucose into the bloodstream. These can help prevent sharp increases in blood sugar levels after eating. Welcome back, warriors. So I want to show you guys the differences between your homemade apple cider vinegar and the store-bought ones. So now, as you can see, this is brand new. I'm opening this up so you guys can see it is brand new. This is from the same brand, but I've added a little something to it. So let me tell you a little story about apple cider vinegar. I think I knew about apple cider vinegar maybe 10, 15 years ago, in school, and I wanted to lose some weight, and I don't know, I stumbled upon apple cider vinegar, and since then I've been using this same brand. Then one time while I was in Lagos, Nigeria, I picked up one of these bottles and I saw exactly what I'm about to show you guys. And I was like, you know what? I honestly just assumed that they were selling the fakes to Nigerians. So when I saw this, I assumed that, oh my God, this is ridiculous. How can this company be making inferior products to people in Africa? Like, I was furious. Guess what? When I went back into the United States, I went into the store and I picked this up, and guess what? It was the same thing. It was then I did a little research and realized that this is their new norm. This is inferior. This is not what they started with. When I dig in more, I realized that they sold their company to a musician that I'm not going to mention, to another company. Basically, the people that were making this, that were passionate about this, are no longer the ones making this. So this is now just for profit. Anyway, So since I knew that, and of course I still need my apple cider vinegar because I use them. I use apple cider vinegar for everything. So I started making mine. So what I do is when I buy this that looks like this, I add some of my good. I hope they will come out because they're usually sloppy. Slimy rather, not sloppy. So I add some of my goodness to the bottle so that my apple cider vinegar mother can start making it better. That is exactly what you guys are seeing right here. This used to be this, used to be the same thing. But when I open this up, I put some of this goodness in this so it can start fermenting and start making this one a better human being. If apple cider vinegar is a human being. So basically, these are the same bottles from the same company, but this has a little bit of help. So now, because we're going to be making our own apple cider brand new one today, it's time to empty this. Usually I'll just pour it in this. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pour this in so you guys will see exactly how it looks, the differences. So this has loads of probiotics, prebiotics, like just everything your body needs. It's been fermenting, so this is definitely better than the ones you get in the store. So why, if you're like me, you still need the ones you get in the store, but guess what? You can still make it more magical. You can add, the mother inside it to make it better, because I know that it's not everyone that would have time. I mean, I don't even have time to make everything I need. You see that? Maybe I should have used a small funnel, a smaller one, but it's okay. We're here already. So let me pour this right here. Okay. I'm about to waste this. So no, I'm not going to do that. So that's enough. I'm going to figure out a way I'm going to pour this in another bottle. So let me try to, okay, I can leave it here because we are going to need these ones that we are separating. All this mess will make sense in time. So I think I'm done with this. So this can stay here. So guys, this is our homemade apple cider vinegar that I've done already. But don't worry, I'm going to show you guys how to make a brand new one. So now, guys, look at it. So this is the one that is from the store. I just opened the wrap right here. You guys saw that. This is the one that is also from the store, but I sprinkle a little bit of magic. And this right here is homemade. I mean, come on guys, even the color would show you guys the richness of this. So I hope you guys understand why it is important that you learn how to make this yourself. Otherwise, you are just drinking water and apple. I'm sorry. You are drinking water. If you want to drink water and apple, just cut up some apple, put it in your water and drink. But if you want apple cider vinegar, you need to learn how to do it. You guys know I like to talk about all these things, but let me let you go right ahead to number 4 to learn about the antioxidant and detoxification benefits of apple cider vinegar. Number 4, the antioxidant and detoxification benefits of apple cider vinegar. Antioxidants in apple cider vinegar can protect cells from oxidative stress, which is linked to conditions such as cancer, cardiovascular disease, and neurodegenerative disorders. Apple cider vinegar assists the liver in its natural detoxification processes. The liver plays a key role in filtering toxins and waste products from the blood. The antioxidants in apple cider vinegar can strengthen the immune system, making it more effective at fighting off infections and illnesses. Apple cider vinegar is alkaline forming in the body, helping to balance the body's pH levels. Maintaining a slightly alkaline pH promotes overall health and supports
the body's natural detoxification mechanisms.
Welcome back, Wellness Warriors. I hope this information has been valuable so far. Remember to hit the notification button so you don't miss out on any of my insightful videos. So now we are ready to do our apple cider vinegar, our homemade apple cider vinegar with the mother. I use green apples 95% of the time. If you've not watched my video about green apples, this is your sign to go do so, because that will tell you the reason why I use green apples more than other apples. I'm not saying the other apples are not good, but I'm just saying that green apples are better. We need apples. We need clean water. This is just clean drinking water. It can be distilled water. And if you don't have special water, distilled or whatever, you can just get, water from your tap, boil it the night before. In the morning you can use it just to kill organisms or whatever. And yes, we need sugar. We need glass jar. Usually I use something like this that has a big mouth. I'll tell you guys why later in this video. And yes, we need cheesecloth. We need something to be able to stir. Wooden spoon is preferred. This is a morogu. This is what we use in Nigeria to stir our swallows. So we need that. We need, yes, measuring cups. Of course, we're going to need to chop up our apples. What else do we need? I think that's it for now. The white sugar is basically there to feed the yeast during fermentation. That's it. The yeast needs food, and this is going to act as food during fermentation. Why I prep our apples, let us get right on to number 3, where we would learn all about the digestive health benefits of apple cider vinegar.
Number 3, the digestive and gut health benefits of apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar contains acetic acid, which help stimulate the production of digestive enzymes in the stomach. These enzymes are essential for breaking down food and aiding in nutrient absorption. Apple cider vinegar also help balance stomach acid levels. These can be especially useful for individuals who experience occasional heartburn or acid reflux. Apple cider vinegar contains pectin, which acts as a prebiotic, support the growth and activity of beneficial gut bacteria, contributing to a healthier gut microbiota. Apple cider vinegar also promotes regular bowel movement in some individuals, helping to prevent constipation.
Welcome back, warriors. As you guys can see, our apples, and yes, some people use apple scraps, but no, I don't like that. I use all fresh organic apples because the old ones, they taste richer. Yes, this produces a richer apple cider vinegar, and it has more flavor. I hope that makes sense. So it's more flavorful, and then it's richer. And sugar, using sugar, this is one of the only 2 times I use sugar in my home. One for apple cider vinegar because the yeast and fermentation process, Second one is for exfoliating my skin. So I put it in my, scrubs. That's it. Those are the only 2 times. This is terrible. Please don't eat this straight up. Now, what I would usually do is make sure that this is perfect for me. This is about 2/3 of the whole jar, right? We still have, 1/3 of the jar ready so that we can pour our apples. Apart from that, so this is how I cut them. You don't have to make them too tiny. This is 1/4. No, this is actually 1/8, and this is 1/4. These are the only two sizes I cut. So this is when you cut it into 4, this is when you cut it into 8 pieces. And the apples I use are medium size. So some people will tell you that, 6 apples use this, 12 apples use that. And we know that apples, all hands are not equal when it comes to apples. Some apples will probably weigh, I don't know, 2 grams and the other one 4 grams, depending on 2 ounces or 4 ounces or grams or whatever, depending on how big they are. These are medium-sized apples, and this is 12 pieces of medium-sized apples. I don't count how many apples I need. I just note where I need them to go in my jar. As long as they are 2/3 of the jar, I am grateful. I know that I used 12 apples so far, just because I counted the apples I brought out. So these are 12 apples, 12 medium-sized ones. I'm going to add, all we have to do, very simple. Making apple cider vinegar is ABC. That's the truth. It's as simple as ABC. So now I'm going to add, so this is a cup. So we're putting this right there. That's the first thing we do. And the next thing is we add our water. Some people will actually tell you the amount of water to use. Here's the deal with that. Apple cider vinegar is really, yes, there's a little science to it, but unless you are really doing too much, you cannot make a mistake. What do I mean by that? So this is supposed to give me bubbles in about 2 to 3 days to let me know that this is not going to spoil, there's not going to be mold, things are working out. So if it doesn't give me bubbles, what do I need to do? All I need to do, I need more water. So I'm going to do that, later on. So now in 3 to 5 days, if it doesn't give me bubbles, I just know that it needs a little more food. So I can add a little more sugar. The most important thing is that you keep watching this, because the next 2 to 3 weeks, you want to be stirring this with this omorogun. You want to be stirring this with this every single day. I mean, it doesn't have to be an omorogun. It can be any wooden spatula or whatever. You just have to make sure you stir this. And the water, I'm still going to add more water. By the time you guys come back, you see that I add more water. So the water, all these have to be underwater. But you don't want to submerge it. Don't put anything or any weight on top to let it go down. There's no need for that. So just make sure that you stir this every day, every single day for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Basically, that's all you have to do. So we do this, we stir this, you cover it up. When you wake up tomorrow, you do the same thing. You do this, you just continue to stir it. By the next, I think 2 to 3 days, 3 to 5 days, you will notice that some of the apples on top, all these ones on top, they will have this brownish color. All you have to do is just stir it so that some of them will go down and the fresh ones that are not brown will come up. And you keep doing that, so that everything can alternate and have the same chance of, enjoying the same nutrients that is on water. So basically, that's it. You guys see how easy it is to make your own apple? When we come back, I'm going to reveal my ultimate secret to making the absolute best and perfect apple cider vinegar every single time. Let us hurry up to number 2 to learn all about the hair and skin benefits of apple cider vinegar.
Number 2, the skin and hair health benefits of apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is often used as a natural skin toner when diluted in water. It helps tighten and firm the skin, reducing the appearance of pores and promoting a smoother complexion. Apple cider vinegar is used as a natural hair rinse to improve hair shine and remove product buildup. It also helps to balance the pH of the scalp, reducing dandruff and promoting healthier hair. The anti-fungal properties of apple cider vinegar help with common scalp issues like itching and flakiness. Apple cider vinegar contains alpha hydroxyl acids, AHAs, which help exfoliate the skin by removing dead skin cells. Regular exfoliation can lead to a brighter complexion and help with issues like uneven skin tone.
Welcome back, warriors. Now that our apples are ready to begin their fermentation process to turn into apple cider vinegar, here is a little trick I promise to share with you. The secret is very simple. We are now going to introduce this mother from an already established ecosystem. We're going to introduce her to this group of novices to help guide them and hasten this fermentation process. That's the secret. Remember when I removed this mother from the other homemade one, this one? So we're going to introduce her into this group because this mother is already established, is powerful, is ready to give nutrients, fights everything. So now, because they have the guidance and the experience of this mother, this whole process can be cut in almost half just by doing this. And also because you had the mother, 9 out of 10 times you won't really have to worry about the sugar to add more. But like I said, in 3 to 5 days, if he's not fuzzing up, fusing up, or bubbling or foaming, then maybe he needs a little more food. That's it. Just watch it. And remember, you're gonna watch it because every day you promise to be stirring it. Sometimes after the first 7 days, do I forget to stir it every day? Yes, I do. I'm a human being. But guess what? Nothing bad is going to happen to it. So yes, you can forget one day, you can skip 2 days, you're still gonna be fine. But no, I'm not telling you to skip 1 or 2 days. Have you guys tried making apple cider vinegar before? Let me know all about your experiences in the comment section. I promise you this process I just explained is going to be the easiest, most effective, most efficient process of apple cider vinegar you would ever go through. Try this and come give me feedbacks. You're welcome. While I continue to play with our apple cider vinegar, because it's time to cover it up, let us go right ahead to number one to hear all about the heart health benefits of apple cider vinegar.
Number 1. The heart health benefit of apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar help relax blood vessels and reduce the risk of hypertension by reducing blood pressure levels. Apple cider vinegar also have an impact of lowering LDL bad cholesterol levels. Apple cider vinegar's anti-inflammatory properties is beneficial for heart health as chronic inflammation is associated with a higher risk of heart disease. Some studies suggest that apple cider vinegar may lead to a decrease in triglyceride levels in the blood. Elevated triglycerides are associated with an increased risk of heart disease. Proper hydration is essential for cardiovascular health. Apple cider vinegar is a natural remedy for dehydration.
Welcome back, warriors. So, since you guys have pinky promised me that you will never allow apple cider vinegar to run out in your homes, and you also promised me that you're going to make this and stir it every day, I'm going to share with you 5 ways to use them. Number one, you can use them as a skin toner. I don't play with them. I put them in a little spray bottle. Sometimes I'll come out of the shower and I'll just spray them all over, especially on your face. Of course, you have to dilute them. You have to dilute that. The dilution is usually 1 to 4. So 1 part apple cider vinegar, 4 parts clean water. I use clean water because whatever I can put in my mouth should not be going on my skin. So I'll just use my regular drinking water, 4 parts and 1 part of apple cider vinegar. I'll spray it all over and I'm good to go. It's an excellent toner. The other ways you can use apple cider vinegar, sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I just had 2 spoons of apple cider vinegar with 2 spoons of lemon juice, key limes, of course, and mix with water. And you have to use a straw because you don't want the acidity to mess up your enamel and all that. So use a straw and you drink this. This is amazing for I'm sure you guys know all the incredible benefits by now. So, yes, you can do that. My favorite way is to use this in my salad. Have you guys checked out my homemade salad dressing? Go ahead, go and check it out and see how this amazing ecosystem acts as preservatives for my salad dressing. Now it's time to cover this up. This is the reason why we needed the cheesecloth. My cheesecloth is not going to submerge, but I promise you that in the next few weeks, the water is going to weigh on the apples and they're going to soak a little bit. That will also tell you that things are working out and they're almost ready, because this process is actually two-way. So the first 3 to 4 weeks, depending on what part of the world you are, if you're in a place like Nigeria, 2 to 3 weeks, that's good. So 3 to 4 weeks if you're in a colder climate, and 2 to 3 weeks if you're in a warmer climate, the apples would have gone down. So you're going to remove the apples from the liquid and continue the process. So is a two-way process. So the first one is now that we have all the apples inside. So in 2 to 3 weeks or 3 to 4 weeks, we're going to remove the apples and let the fermentation process continue. So it's as simple as that. So, when it's ready, I'm just going to remove the apples, strain it, and pull the water back inside this and continue and cover it just like this. So you need your cheesecloth to do this. As you can see, this is the real cheesecloth I use in my home. Apple cider vinegar has really done a whole lot of wonderful things on it. So I'm just covering this and I'm using this to hold it down. And because I don't want to use the actual cover for this container, because we need the organisms, the ecosystem to breathe. They need to breathe. So we need fresh air from the environment to be able to go inside. That's why we cannot cover, with something like this. So in order to make sure that it's well covered, this is what I do. Don't laugh at me. Do whatever you can. Just make sure your apple cider vinegar is good. I like to show you guys exactly what I use in my home and exactly how I do them. So I have brand new cheesecloths and other fancy things, but no, this is exactly what I do, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you, because I need you guys to know that you can literally start with whatever you now have in your home. You don't have to buy anything fancy. I've been using this for, I don't know, literally, I took this from my mom's kitchen. It's not brand new or fancy or whatever. So you can use any wooden thing you have, and any cheesecloth you have in your home, and any glass bottle you have. It doesn't have to be this size. You can start with 1 liter. By the way, the whole water that I put in is about 2 liters of water. Because this is about 1.7, and then I added extra, to make sure it's submerged. So tomorrow, like we all promise each other, I'm gonna open this up, stir this up, and of course I'll remove it, open this up, stir this up, and cover again. That is it. It's as simple as this. Now that we have everything prepared, there's a couple more things we need to do. The first thing is we have to write out these important dates. The first day is today's date, which is day 1. So day 1, day 21, day 28, we're going to have day 49 as well, which is 7 weeks. And then we will have the last but not the least, which is 9 weeks. Awesome. So now, why do we need to have those dates? We're going to cut this, we're going to remove this sticker. I use a regular tape because it stays on the glass better. So I use a regular tape and I'm just going to put it right here. So I want you guys to see. All right, it's too long. I'll cut it short later. So now, this will remind me when to remove the apples. Remember I said 3 to 4 weeks, depending on what part of the world you are in. So this will let me know when to remove the apple cider vinegar, and also will let me know personally when I can start using my apple cider vinegar even after I've removed the apples, because 3 to 5 weeks is not enough to really call it apple cider vinegar. Because we introduced a mother, yes, it's going to be very strong and solid, but I like my apple cider vinegar to be very, very rich. So I allow about 90 days before I start using it, no matter how rich or how good it looks. After 90 days, I still cover it up like this. I just open it up, take what I need, and let it continue to ferment. The more it ferments, the more powerful it is, the more nutritious it is, and the more flavorful too. So I had to really show you guys this. So, I allow it minimum 90 days. The longer it is, the better. So now it's up to you to decide when you want to start using your apple cider vinegar. There's this other trick I do. After about 90 days, you're going to consistently see the mother covering the top. I will take my little wooden spatula and remove the film. It looks like a film, a clear film on top of the liquid. I will remove it. I'm not going to take it out. I'll just remove it. When you use your spatula, your, whatever wooden spoon, to remove it, it's going to sink down. Why? Because a new mother will form on top. That's how I have loads of mothers in my apple cider vinegar, because I'll keep on doing that. Like once a week, I will open it, I'll see the mother covering, I'll remove it, let it sink. A new mother will come back to cover it up and kind of like try to guide it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why I usually have loads of mothers in my apple cider vinegar. So go on ahead and make yours today. Thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate your time here today. I believe this episode has been a blessing to you, because I need you to make sure you continue to have this. You never run out of apple cider vinegar. And now you don't have any excuses to give me, right? So go ahead and go make yours. Do remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel, because I'll be coming back with more amazing videos about health and wellness that I know for sure will continue to enrich your lives. Until next time, thanks so much for your time. Thanks so much for watching. Stay blessed. Mwah.